The universe is replete with mysteries, from dark matter to subatomic particles, each layer of reality revealing more questions than answers. Yet some of the most captivating enigmas lie here on Earth, crafted by human hands and shrouded in time. These puzzles, often hidden in plain sight, challenge our understanding of history and human ingenuity. Among these, the Voynich Manuscript stands as a particularly stubborn puzzle. Its pages are a labyrinth of cryptic symbols and illustrations. This codex, a book of roughly 240 vellum pages, is filled with script that no living soul can definitively read. The language, if it is one, remains a mystery. Its origins trace back to the early 15th century, perhaps in Central Europe, but even this is debated. Scholars have long argued over its provenance, each theory as compelling as the last. For over a century, since its rediscovery by Wilfrid Voynich in 1912, this manuscript has taunted and tantalized. Researchers from various fields have tried to decode its secrets, but to no avail. The pages are adorned with peculiar illustrations, unidentifiable plants, astronomical charts, and curious drawings of naked figures. These images add layers of intrigue, suggesting a purpose that eludes modern understanding. Theories abound about its purpose, ranging from an alchemist's diary to an elaborate hoax or even the work of extraterrestrial visitors. Each hypothesis, while fascinating, only deepens the enigma, making the Voynich Manuscript one of the most enduring mysteries of our time. Across human history, we seek new tools to unlock the mysteries of our past. From the earliest days of archaeology to the modern era of digital humanities, our quest has always been driven by a desire to understand where we come from and what has shaped our civilizations. To peel back the layers of the unknown, we have relied on painstaking manual research, often taking years to decode a single text or understand a fragment of history. Now, a powerful tool has entered historical and linguistic research: artificial intelligence. This technology is revolutionizing the way we approach ancient texts and artifacts. This is not the sentient AI of science fiction, but sophisticated algorithms capable of learning patterns and processing vast amounts of data. These algorithms can analyze texts in ways that were previously unimaginable. AI can process and compare textual data at speeds and scales previously unimaginable. It can sift through millions of documents in a fraction of the time it would take a human researcher. It can recognize linguistic patterns, identify grammatical structures, and hypothesize relationships between languages or symbolic systems. This allows researchers to make connections that were previously hidden. This computational power offers a fresh perspective on problems that have remained intractable for centuries. By providing new insights and uncovering hidden patterns, AI is transforming the field of historical research. AI can perform complex statistical analyses on letter frequencies, word patterns, and symbolic distributions. These analyses can reveal trends and structures that were previously invisible to the human eye. This doesn't mean AI replaces the human scholar, rather it augments their capabilities. By handling the heavy lifting of data analysis, AI allows researchers to focus on interpretation and theory. The potential is staggering, from deciphering lost languages and reconstructing ancient scripts to piecing together fragmented historical records. The integration of AI into historical research is not just a new key for old locks, it is a transformative force that is reshaping our understanding of the past. The year 2018 marked a fascinating chapter in the Voynich Manuscript saga. Researchers from the University of Alberta claimed significant headway in deciphering the text using artificial intelligence. Professor Greg Kondrak and his graduate student Bradley Hauer brought modern machine learning to this centuries-old enigma. Their approach was ambitious, tackling the unknown script and underlying language simultaneously. They trained an AI algorithm to identify languages and match the strange script of the Voynich Manuscript. If a base language could be identified, the next step would be to determine the method of encryption. This strategy leveraged AI's pattern recognition capabilities to find a statistical foothold in the manuscript's text. The announcement suggested that perhaps no secret could indefinitely resist the relentless advance of computational power. Kondrak and Hauer's methodology was a focal point for discussion. They fed their AI the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 380 languages to teach it about human language. The AI achieved 97% accuracy in identifying the language of a given text. The initial hypothesis was that the manuscript might be written in Arabic, but the AI suggested Hebrew. This was a significant deviation from many prevailing theories. They theorized that the text was Hebrew, enciphered using alphagrams and possibly omitted vowels. The AI's role was crucial in the initial language identification, providing a specific linguistic framework. It was a fascinating interplay between machine-derived insight and human cryptographic reasoning. The AI's suggestion that Hebrew was the underlying language marked a pivotal moment. This hypothesis was not just a random guess, it was based on a detailed analysis of the manuscript's structure and the patterns within the text. The AI's algorithms had meticulously compared the manuscript against various linguistic databases, and Hebrew emerged as the most likely candidate. The AI's analysis pointed towards a Semitic linguistic structure, with Hebrew as the strongest candidate. This was a groundbreaking revelation, as it provided a new direction for the researchers who had been puzzled by the manuscript for years. The intricate patterns and the unique structure of the text seemed to align with the characteristics of ancient Hebrew. Following this lead, the researchers developed their theory of alphagrams. Alphagrams are a form of coded writing where letters are rearranged to form new words or phrases. This theory suggested that the manuscript's author had used a sophisticated system to encode the text, making it difficult to decipher without the right key. They theorized that the manuscript employed a system of alphagrams and possibly omitted vowels. This omission of vowels is a characteristic feature of Semitic languages, including Hebrew, where vowels are often implied rather than explicitly written. This added another layer of complexity to the decoding process. The AI was tasked with unscrambling these alphagrams, matching the resulting combinations against a Hebrew lexicon. This process involved advanced computational techniques and a deep understanding of Hebrew linguistics. The AI's ability to process vast amounts of data quickly made it an invaluable tool in this research. This approach yielded promising results, with over 80% of the words in the first 10 pages corresponding to valid Hebrew words. This high success rate was a strong indication that the researchers were on the right track. It also provided a sense of validation for the AI's capabilities and the researchers' theories. If correct, it would mean the manuscript was written in a known language deliberately disguised. This deliberate disguise could have been for various reasons, such as protecting the information from unauthorized readers, or preserving the knowledge for future generations. The implications were significant, potentially linking the manuscript to Jewish intellectual traditions. This connection could provide insights into the cultural and historical context of the manuscript, shedding light on the intellectual pursuits and knowledge of the time. The AI's conclusion was a potential key to unlocking the cultural and historical context of the manuscript. This discovery could open new avenues of research and deepen our understanding of ancient texts and the civilizations that produced them. With Hebrew as the base language, the next step was translation. They used Google Translate to get a rough sense of the decoded text. The first sentence yielded, "She made recommendations to the priest, man of the house and me and people." This sentence, while strange, suggested it wasn't complete gibberish. Other findings included words like farmer, light, air, and fire, aligning with the manuscript's imagery. These initial translations offered the first potential glimpses into the mind of the Voynich author. They were like faint signals from a distant star, suggestive of something intelligible. The hope was that these small fragments were just the beginning. The reaction from the academic community was cautious and skeptical. The Voynich Manuscript has a long history of proclaimed decipherments that failed rigorous scrutiny. Critics questioned the AI's training and the alphagram hypothesis. The reliance on Google Translate for rendering the decoded Hebrew into English drew significant criticism. Medieval Hebrew is complex, with nuances that automated translation tools can't handle accurately. Scholars argued that serious translation required experts in historical Hebrew. Despite the claim of an 80% match, no substantial coherent passage had been translated for scholarly review. The consensus remained that the Voynich manuscript was still undeciphered. The story underscores a crucial point. AI is a tool, not a replacement for human expertise. AI can process data and generate hypotheses, but interpretation requires human scholars. Kondrak and Hauer acknowledged that further validation by experts was essential. AI might identify statistical similarities, but it can't understand the cultural context of a 15th century text. Language is intertwined with culture, intent, and context. The collaboration between AI and human experts is paramount. AI can handle laborious tasks, but human scholars evaluate possibilities and apply historical knowledge. The quest to understand artifacts like the Voynich Manuscript is a human endeavor, driven by curiosity. The Voynich Manuscript saga highlights AI's potential in historical research. Machine learning algorithms can analyze vast datasets and recognize subtle patterns. AI can reconstruct fragmented texts, attribute authorship, and cross-reference archaeological data. However, interpretation of AI-generated results requires human validation. The goal is for AI to augment human scholarly capabilities, not replace them. The quest to understand our past is fundamental to understanding ourselves. AI will unlock new secrets and provide deeper insights into human history. The future of deciphering the past blends the analytical power of machines with human wisdom and curiosity.